Hello. Thank you for tuning into my channel. It's WIP It Wednesday for Wednesday, August 28th, 2019. So if you want to see what I've been working on this week, please stay tuned. This week has been pretty productive in the craft side of the room. And one thing that, if you've been following my channel, you know I've been working on that Pieces of My Heart quilt. Right now I'm quilting it. And some of you have asked for the pattern. And I have the pattern here. It's finished, it's ready to go, and it's up on my Etsy site. So if you're interested, I'll put a link in the description for that pattern. Maybe I'll put it in the iCard if I can figure out how to do that. But that is ready, so if you want that pattern, you actually have access to it now. And I'm really excited about it. It does have, let's see, it does have some pictures to kind of help. And then the best part, I think, is that it has the diagram for how to make the quilt. So if you follow along carefully with the diagram, it should be some good information that you can use to make your quilt. And there are some suggestions if you don't want to make crumb blocks. There are some other suggestions of different types of scrappy blocks that you can make and put in the quilt in place of crumb blocks if you don't have enough, or you just don't want to make any more crumb blocks. So really excited about that. I'm going to show you at the end of the video, I'll show you the progress that I made on the quilt. I have to kind of lay it out on the floor so that you can see how far we've gotten. The only other thing that I've been working on is, if you have been following, guys, you know that I almost always have 2 or 3 projects going on at once. And since I just finished the Jamaican Sunrise quilt top, that kind of leaves me a little bit of room right now to start a new project. So what I've done is I had several old quilt tops that were made by my grandmother and my great-grandmother. One of them I've already finished into a quilt, and I'll put a picture of that here. And I'll link the video that has all of those quilt tops that I received from my mom. But I pulled out a couple that I think I want to start working on now. And it's going to be like a reversible quilt. So let's see. I think this is the smaller piece. And I'll take pictures of these, but I kind of want to give you an idea. These are some panels that she made. I'm not sure when she made them, but they look like these are like polyester fabrics. So you can see that, and again, I'll put a picture of both of them out side by side so you can see them together. But here's the first one, and then the second one is here, and it's a little bit bigger. I'll just show you like half of it. Okay, the colors are kind of different for each one, but they do have some fabrics in common. So there's part of that one. And what I want to do is figure out how to border these blocks or panels so that I can have a nice cohesive quilt. I pulled out my my graph paper, and so I'm going to draw these designs out and then figure out some ways to put something around them so that they so that these are the center of attention, but that, you know, that also kind of honors what she was doing in this with these, whatever they are. And I'm going to be putting videos about this process, but I wanted to, it's kind of a preview, so you can kind of see where I'm headed next. And hopefully, since I've been working on more involved projects, even though this project will be involved, hopefully it'll be like much bigger pieces, and so it'll go together quickly. That's my hope anyway. So this is these are what's coming up next. So stay tuned to my channel to see what else pops up. Right now we're going to take a quick look at the pieces of my heart quilt so you can see how much quilting I have done on it. Here is the pieces of my heart quilt that I'm working on. If you look carefully, you can see that there are much fewer safety pins. So the inside, we've already gone over. The inside is done. The crumbs are done. And the last sections are these red sections. Let me see if I can zoom in and see some quilting. A little bit maybe right there. Yeah. And then, so I've done all of this big section. But then I've gotten to right there. If you look, let me zoom out a little bit. So there's about this much of this section to go. And I like working on the larger section first because to me that's harder. And then the smaller section at the top will be a little bit easier. So this is all that's left on at the bottom. And then if we go up to the top, you can see that I haven't done any of the top red yet. But I'm hoping to. I still feel like I'll be able to finish this quilt by the end of the week this week, maybe Sunday at the latest, just because of the amount of time that I'll have. But I really like the way that it has come out. Again, if you're interested in the pattern, it's up on my Etsy shop, and there is a link in the description box below. If you have any questions about this quilt or about any of my other projects, please leave them in the comments. Thumbs up this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you next time. Bye.